Good morning. You're at Springs in the Desert, and I'm Desert. We are going to be making breakfast burritos again today. Now, I'm not just doing them because I need more breakfast burritos. I do, but the last time that I made them according to someone else's recipe. And I want to adapt it more to my personal needs. I have slightly high cholesterol, so I watch the quantity of red meats that I consume. And that recipe had a lot of very fatty pork and beef in the to cook for the meat for inside the burrito. So I decided to make them again, but I'm trying it with ground turkey. Now, I've never used ground turkey for this application before, and I don't really want it to taste like turkey. So I did add one pound chub of beef in here. It's a 5% fat beef, so it was very low fat, but it's still going to be high cholesterol. So after I made it and after I tasted it, due to the quantity of taco seasoning that's in there, I don't think it was necessary, and I will not include beef next time. I'll make it just plain with the ground turkey. It does not taste like turkey at all. It tastes like a regular beef and bean burrito, you know. So we'll get on to it. Okay, so we're starting a new batch of breakfast burritos, and we're going to try to do them healthier this time. So this is a 3-pound chub of ground turkey. We're going to include a 1-pound chub of 95 to 5% fat hamburger meat as well, and we'll get on with that. Okay, so you can tell now that the 2 meats are in there, and I just turned the flame up a little bit so that it'll start sizzling away. Okay, so you want it almost completely cooked, but still a little bit pink, because when we add in our onions and cook them, and then when we add in the peppers and cook them, the meat will get cooked more. So we're about to add in the onions. Alrighty, so the onions are included. Now, in Mexico, we cannot get yellow onions at all. So these are a very thin-skinned white onion, and they're much sweeter than the normal United States onions. So there are 3 large white onions chopped and put in there. And as you can see, it's giving off a lot of liquid. It could be some fat from the ground turkey as well. The hamburger meat, like I said, was only 5% fat. So, and there was only 1 pound of that, so I don't think that's much of it. But we're going to cook these onions down a little bit, get rid of some of this water, and then we'll be back to add in the bell peppers. Okay, so this is at a pretty high flame to cook off some of that moisture, and we're just about to add in the peppers. Prepped these earlier, 3 different colors of bell peppers. Ah, what a beautiful, colorful bunch that is. Okay, we're going to let this cook down just a little bit, and then we're going to add in our taco seasoning to make this more Tex-Mex. Okay, so we're going to add in my homemade taco seasoning mix, and I have a video on this called Spice Mixes if you want to learn how to make it for yourself, or you can use any purchased taco seasoning mix. Cool. And I would notice Most of the liquid is gone, but I'm doing this while there's still some liquid left because it helps to refresh the spices. All right, we're just about done here. Alrighty, so just like usual, I'm staging area for making the burritos on top of my bench freezer. We sterilized the top of it, and there is our meat mixture with a 1 cup measure. Now, when I'm making them, I will not use an entire cup. I'll probably use about 1/2 to 2/3 of a cup of meat in each one. And the cheese that's grated, sorry about the shadow, this is a 1/3 cup measure. There is our jelly roll pan to put the finished burritos on, our 3 packages of large tortillas, and the beans that we're going to use. So I will set out the tortillas in this space and make 4 of them at a time, roll them up and put them on the jelly roll pan. And then we will wrap them in the plastic film, and then we will package them inside a silicone freezer bag. Okay, so I thought I'd bring you up to date with where we are. We have all of the burritos rolled up and all there, and are in the process of wrapping them all in plastic film. And once they're all wrapped and ready to go, we will put them inside silicone bags for storage in the freezer. All right, so there are our 24 wrapped burritos ready for the silicone bags. So that's our new breakfast burritos. And the last photograph here, I had a little bit left when I ran out of tortillas. So this was my dinner. I had the meat and I had the leftover beans, and I put it together with some of my fry bread, which we'll handle in another video. And in the back you can see a little container of cranberry Greek yogurt. So this was very successful. I was very happy with this recipe. Like I said, I will not include the beef the next time. I'll go straight turkey because the taco seasoning really is sufficient to give it that flavor that you want it to have. And they are delicious. I'm getting close to finishing them up because this is Sunday, November 2nd, and I leave on Friday, November 7th to go to Nogales and pick up a load of stuff from Walmart. So I'm picking up my my Thanksgiving turkey and my Christmas ham, and I need to make room in my freezer for all the new stuff I'm going to be bringing home. So we're eating out of the freezer this week to make some more space. Now you may notice back here there is an orange tub up there. Well, our roof project was slightly less than perfect. When we went through the rainy season this year, the first couple of times that it rained, we had no drops inside at all. But the last hurricane that we had a lot of rain for several days in a row, and we started with getting some small leaks. Nothing was major, but just enough to where I didn't want it getting on my wood furniture and stuff. There's one spot in the corner of my bedroom on top of my big hutch where we now have my big 30-quart, my giant 30-quart stainless steel bowl up there, because there were drops coming down, but they weren't coming down from a central location. They were like several different places. So that bowl has got a really big circumference, so we knew that it could cover everything. And this spot right there that I was talking about here in my office, and a place in my son's room. And the last day, finally, we had some damage actually in our spare bedroom, which is kind of a storage room now. It's got the other stainless steel racks that used to be in my business, and it's got a bunch of cake baking stuff and sewing stuff and things like that in there, miscellanea. It's going to be a guest room someday. We'll get there. And I'm going to keep the dining room here with the big table. That's supposed to be the living room. But I really love my big table, and I love being able to sit a bunch of people around it and entertain. So when my son moves into the bodega and we finish turning it into his apartment, I'm going to turn his bedroom into a living room so that I can keep the dining room and kitchen and all really close to each other. And the spare bedroom being the guest bedroom would be really nice because it's very convenient to get to the refrigerator and the kitchen and all that. So if anybody's staying here, you know, they can go and get something if they need to in the middle of the night. So that's some of the plans, but that was really a neat dinner just for a couple of little leftovers. And I want to thank you so much for being here. I am picking up the map for that big spot. Oh, you can see my pizza boxes. And my son had company, and we had pizzas. So that big spot there is where my big map is going to go when I pick up my map on Saturday. So I'm putting up a corkboard there, and I'm going to put in push pins for anybody who tells me a location, where they're watching it from. And I'd like to see where this goes. So please let me know where you're watching from. That would be awesome. And if you like what you see, do subscribe. I would love that. Give me a thumbs up. I would love that too. And if you want to be notified of every video that we upload, do push the bell, because then they notify you each time that I upload a video. And we will be uploading twice a week, at least one full and one short. It could be 2 full, it could be whatever. It's just 1 full and 1 short is the minimum. So I really hope you're having a blessed day, and thanks for letting me be a part of it. Toodles.